Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of News You Can Use. I'm your host, Thera Martin Milling, and I am delighted to be with you. This will be the last official show that we are taping for this semester, for this season, and we'll come back with new shows. If God says so and LaSalle says so, we'll be back in the fall. So this is a really special program, and we wanted to save this show for an opportunity to talk about a young man and his vision and lifting up young people in arts and culture in Philadelphia. Are you kidding me? Yep, that's what we're going to be talking about on this show. We will introduce to some and present to others Mr. Terrell Guy. So stay along with us for the ride. We'll be back to start the show in just a minute. Well, hello once again, everybody. And if you just turned your television set on, let me introduce myself. I'm the host of this portion of our broadcast today. On this show, LaSalle TV 56 and on Verizon Fios Channel 36. The show, it's called News You Can Use, and I'm your host, Thera Martin Milling. Today on the program, I am so excited because I have my friend by my side, a new friend, and I'm blessed to have had the opportunity to be connected to you. Absolutely. And boy, Isaiah James, your buddy, your partner, even though he's not sitting on this set with us right now, I know he's here in spirit, right?
Guy.
Terrell, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me, Thera. I'm really excited about it.
And I'm excited because it's not that often that I get to have really famous people on the show.
Appreciate
and everybody might not know you. Everybody's gonna know you after today. But you are talented in your own right and famous in your own right.
Thank you, thank you.
You know, I often hear people say, you know, sometimes you have to leave town to get respect. And people, other places, like, you know, they will mob you down if they see you walking down the street.
Right.
And we don't always get it at home in Philly. We're a little slow sometimes about appreciating and showing respect and giving respect to people who have a God-given talent.
Thank you so much.
That would be you.
I appreciate it. It's been a journey, and it was actually the reverse for me. I actually left as a child because I was born and raised in Philadelphia. Had some hard times growing up, homelessness, and a lot of really tough times, and you know, literally breaking into abandoned houses to sleep as a child. And a woman adopted me in Virginia, so I went to Virginia, and from there,
say that woman's name.
Her name is Gloria Diane Boykin Howard. Her last name's Howard. She's married now.
God bless her.
She's an angel. I made my way as up to New York, and I was only 14 years old. I had nowhere to go, and she ended up taking me in Virginia, and I went from homeless to honor roll. So I owe her a debt of gratitude you wouldn't believe, but she was very supportive. She bought me a piano. You know, I got there and she said God told me he was going to send me a child.
Did you already know how to play?
I didn't know a thing about the piano. I could sing already, but within 6 months, I went from playing just a basic Casio keyboard that she bought me to playing for one of the biggest churches in Virginia. Mount Carmel Baptist Church is like a mega church now. And within 6 months, I was playing for a really big church. So I kind of went quickly. And then I had great mentors like the late Reverend Darrell Coley, who just passed, who's my godfather and mentor, who really helped me and groomed me, encouraged me musically, opened up a lot of doors for me musically. So yeah, you know, it's been a journey. So to answer your question, I mean, well, to respond to your statement, I actually did it the opposite way. I came from Virginia back, but when I came back, I had a lot of experience singing background for people like Stephanie Mills, and I opened up for, oh my gosh, Yolanda Adams, John P. Key, on the gospel and secular side, both, you know, Keith Sweat, my resume, it just goes on and on the jazz sector,
I'm getting excited
the gospel sector. It's been a lot of fun.
Listening to you talk about your resume and the people that you performed for or with.
Oh yeah, lots and lots on the jazz side, on the R&B side. I was kind of one of those guys who stood in the background, who really didn't want to be out in the forefront. But what I have to say is, you know, even though I was singing background music, background vocals for people, the thing that really changed my life was the opportunity American Airlines gave me. American Airlines gave me an opportunity at 21. I became a flight attendant. So it afforded me the opportunity to travel the world, sing background vocals, and still fly, which is, I love flying. I love airplanes. I love traveling. And I'm telling you, for a person who, as a child, was very I didn't know what was going to happen at some points in my life, and I knew that it was, something had to give, and going into foster care and all those things. But when I got that opportunity with American, my entire world changed. It wasn't that I was just a local guy. It was like, today I'm in France, tomorrow I'm in Spain, tomorrow I'm in Japan. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I had to go there speaking Spanish and French, and I speak a few languages. So I went in, I applied myself to it.
I bet American Airlines loved you.
Oh, we had a great time. Oh, multilingual. Yeah, we had a great time. I loved it, and I flew for many, many years. And then, I just decided that I flew through 9/11, which was really hard. And I suffered from a little bit of PTSD, after that.
Yes.
So I found myself with the one thing that I loved the most beside music. Because in fact, I prayed one day there. I was like, God, I love music, but I love flying so much. So, if you give me either of them, I'm going to be happy with my life.
You're cutting the deal, right?
Right, God, listen. I don't have to be a superstar. I can do my background. I can do my doo-wops. But, I'm going to be happy if you just give me both. And he gave me both of them. So, it's been a very blessed life. But I decided to move back to Philadelphia. I'm not flying anymore. Decided to pursue my passion for music and for helping children in Philadelphia. It's the give back, because I was afraid to move back here after so much pain in Philadelphia. I really just never wanted to move back here. But then I decided to confront my pain. God, I decided to confront it, come back and give something to Philadelphia that I needed as a homeless child here.
So you got this organization, Youth Empowered Through Performing Arts.
Yes.
YETPA.
Youth Empowered Through Performing Arts. This is a brainchild. It started in 7th grade. I knew that I would have a performing arts center, but I didn't know that to the extent it would be based upon technology.
Right.
So I surrounded myself with some guys who are really great, young guys who have degrees in computer science. I have a lot of great musicians friends. And in 2009, I started my show called the Philly Spotlight out of the Philadelphia Clef Club. And I also won Jazz Vocalist of the Year last year as well. Best male jazz vocalist for Philadelphia, which was a blessing.
Excellent.
So I got on Facebook one day and I'm like, listen, I want to get my first kid an instrument. I'm gonna get my first child an instrument, and I put it out there. And one of my friends from the Gifted and Talented program that I was in back in high school said, hey, I've got a violin. It's my son's violin. I've got a couple bows for it. Needs a little work. I'm gonna get it fixed, but I'm gonna send it to you. And Krista, I can't remember her last name right now, but Krista sent me a violin for a young kid in my neighborhood called James Nugent. And he was my first, the first child I was able to bless on his birthday with a violin that was restored and beautiful, and he's playing beautifully now.
Okay, so this organization, it's a nonprofit.
It's a nonprofit.
It's your baby.
It's my baby.
You founded it, you started, you're the president and founder.
Yes.
Youth Empowered Through Performing Arts.
Yes.
And one of your visions as a part of that is to identify youth in the group that have a vision of playing a musical instrument. Then you try to find that instrument and match that instrument for free to that child.
With the child, whether we need to get it repaired or if it's slightly damaged, we take all instruments. I don't turn any, I don't care if you have a kazoo, whatever it is, send me all instruments, and I will find a child that will love and appreciate it. And that's what I love to do. Aside from wanting to, my really strong desire to build an after-school weekend and summer enrichment program, so we can reinforce some of the things that the kids are learning in school today, because they're taking music and performing arts,
canceling it.
I don't know where I would be
without. They don't
without
have enough money.
Well, I don't know where I'd be without the music program. Elizabeth Eccles, my God, there were some teachers that saw me. They saw my creativity despite all the things that I was going through in life. They saw a diamond. I have to thank Connie Highmarsh. I went to some great programs in Virginia that focused on my talent, and I got some leading roles in plays and shows and things you wouldn't believe. But I came back to do the same thing for some of these kids, help them find it.
You just gave me a flashback, because I'm old school, child of the 60s and all that, and my parents believed that all children should learn a musical instrument.
Absolutely.
And so my sister, we had a choice. You're going to either play the piano or you're going to play guitar, but you're going to play something. So my sister chose piano, so I chose guitar.
Wow.
And there used to be a television show on in Philly called Al Albert Showcase? You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, I'm dating you. I'm dating
I'm an
you.
80s baby.
I know somebody else who remembers this. So anyway, I was on Al Albert Showcase, strumming my guitar and singing, and I hope nobody ever rises that tape up out of a grave. Good God. But I used to, and I was singing my Catholic schoolgirl song, and I was playing guitar, and I was horrible.
Wow.
And I was up there with Sister Sledge.
What?
The famous, and so that's
Wow.
how we got to be friends and have remained friends over all these
look
years.
at that.
We were all teenagers together waiting in line to audition for the Al Albert Showcase. We won, and I don't know how I won, but they put me up there and I strummed along.
That is amazing.
Horribly off key.
You're a pro, you know.
God, I'm a pro at talking.
Well,
Don't let me sing.
Someone may owe you some royalties
Oh,
somewhere.
God. Oh, God. I hope not. But you know, singing and playing guitar, that's one part of the arts.
Yes.
You also work with young people who have talent with their hands, graphic
Absolutely.
arts, regular art.
Our focus is a little bit of, we're like a little melting pot of, we want to offer graphic arts and design, computer science. My team members are all degrees in computer science. So we want to build apps. We're going to have our kids doing websites. We're going to have our kids, you know, I'm trying to partner with various airlines to see if we can create a beautiful aviation science program, introduce our children to aviation science from 5th to 12th grade. We're going to take our kids in every day after school, some afternoon, weekend, and summer enrichment. We'll take them all summer long. You won't have to send them anywhere. We'll feed them at night. We need some space. We need some technology.
Yes.
You know, we
So
want
right
to do
now, where do you do what you do with the young people? Because I know you're looking to get a building and to put your name on that building and to make it happen.
Right.
But between now and then, you're using different locations,
Different
rec
locations
centers.
now that we've been using just to kind of introduce our program, do like little small pilot programs. We've also partnered with a few other organizations in the community to kind of get out there and help them. We've also been doing websites and search engine optimization, trying to get our kids introduced to that world because we haven't tapped into that,
Yes.
our people. We haven't tapped into the world of search engine optimization, the power of the internet, and helping them harness that. You know,
Okay.
it's a beautiful opportunity. The computers are doing everything.
Yes. Well, when I Google your name, I come a lot of good stuff. I mean, a
Thank
long
you.
list of good
Thank
stuff
you.
comes up. But amongst it, of course, Terrell Guy Entertainment.
Absolutely.
And then your nonprofit, Youth Empowered Through Performing Arts, comes up.
Yes.
And some other good Philly Showcase comes
Philly
up under
Spotlight,
your name.
Philly
All of this stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it.
PhillySpotlight.com.
Yeah,
You know, it's been a journey.
Yes.
You know, you're talking to somebody who just did not have the support system a lot of other people had.
But look
I had
at
to get
what
out here
God does.
God is amazing.
And we're going to talk about it some more when we come back from this break. And
Absolutely.
we're going to get a little taste to hear how you sing, because I've heard you are outstanding
Thank
in your
you.
own right.
Thank
And
you.
we're going to talk about how you are envisioning raising money to funnel into your youth program so that you can really do all the vision that you have.
Amen.
Amen. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us right here at LaSalle TV, news you can use.
I'm starving. I could eat the entire container. Ooh, these are good. I love me some goldfish. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm not really hungry right now. I think I'm just gonna make myself something later. Just eat at home. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Man, I'm stuffed. One more snack though. This chip and dip looks pretty good. Ugh, I can't believe I ate all this. I'm ashamed of myself. I couldn't even look myself in the mirror.
are back as we go forward with this edition of News You Can Use. I'm your host, Thera Martin Milling. I'm smiling, but I don't really feel like smiling because this means I'm not going to be back over here at LaSalle University until somewhere around September-ish or so. And I love coming over to LaSalle for any and every reason. Any excuse will do. We love LaSalle University. But in the meantime, we do want to encourage you to continue to support the TV station for LaSalle TV, Channel 56 on Comcast and Channel 36 on Verizon Fios. Student programming will continue all summer long, and the show that I do and the show that Reverend Todd Johnson does and the other adult programs that we do here at LaSalle, they're going to continue, so continue to support them year round. And in the meantime, I'm glad to go back to my guest in the studio right now, Mr. Terrell Guy. Glad to have you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful opportunity. Thank you.
You are an entrepreneur in your own right. You're
Absolutely.
a musician and an artist and a singer.
Absolutely.
You're a visionary who started your own nonprofit because you care about young people and you want to give back.
Yes, they are a future.
So you're going to tease us a little bit and tell us what we're getting ready to look at. It's on YouTube, but we want to see just a flavor of it so that people will know more about the talents God gave you.
Absolutely. So let me set this up. We were doing my band and I, we were doing a gig at Le Cochon Neuf. It's a French cuisine restaurant in West Philadelphia. Beautiful vision a brother had for this particular restaurant. And I didn't know it was being taped at all. In fact, it was just like a sound check thing and people were there. And but it turned out to be really nice. And I think you'll enjoy my band. I have some of the greatest musicians, Charles A. Washington, Rick Tate Jr., oh my goodness, this Gary Groove, Spider Whitley. Yeah, I mean, some of the greatest musicians in this area has to offer in my band, and I'm very privileged. I believe what Miles Davis said, surround yourself with the best and the brightest, and that's what I do. So I hope you love it. It's a Marvin Gaye piece, I Want You the Right Way, by Marvin Gaye. So
all
I
right,
hope you
let's
enjoy
take
it.
a look. That's all I can say. Wow, and that's just a teaser. So
just a teaser.
I can go to YouTube and log on and put in
Terrell Guy. Just put me right into YouTube and it's going to come right up.
And I can see the whole thing.
You can see the whole thing.
And I can rock. Yeah. Oh,
Marvin Gaye is one of my most, he was
favorite too.
amazing.
Yes,
oh
yes,
my
yes.
goodness,
Absolutely.
just brilliant. I love covering anything Marvin Gaye. Oh my God, anything Luther, anything Daryl Coley. I mean, I'm just a music head. I love it.
But so you do gospel, you do jazz, you do R&B.
I do Latin. That's my forte. Ooh. Mark Anthony. You're talking like I'm a Latin salsa guy. You know, I spent a lot of time growing up. I spent some time in Puerto Rico, just immersed in the Latin culture.
Awesome.
Have some family in South America and stuff. You know, so I have that Latin blood. You know, it's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. So now you got all this talent, but on Saturday, August the 13th of 2016, here in the city of Philadelphia, you will be at the Mount Airy Church of God in Christ, and you're doing a fundraiser for
Absolutely.
your organization, Youth Empowered Through Performing Arts.
Absolutely. Now, the fundraiser is a collaborative effort in part by my show, the Philly Spotlight, phillyspotlight.com, and Youth Empowered Through Performing Arts. What I've decided to do is my first big gospel celebration, if you will, featuring Richard Smallwood and Vision, and we're going to raise some money to get some of the equipment we need to get into our own facility to get our program off the ground. And this is an exciting opportunity. I really want to thank Richard Smallwood. Richard, I want to thank you for really believing in me, because he's really worked with me a lot to get this. I laid out the vision and what we really want to do for the kids here in Philadelphia, and his team just jumped right on it. Listen, and they've been very flexible. I can't thank them enough. But we are going to turn Mount Airy Church and God in Christ upside down Saturday, August 13th. It's going to be beautiful. Starts at 2 o'clock, doors open at 1 o'clock, and the tickets are on sale now at phillyspotlight.com. You can go check it out. We have some cheap tickets too. You wouldn't believe they're as low as $30. They're very affordable. And but this is a fundraiser. Every penny from the proceeds of this event benefit Philadelphia's at-risk youth. And I'm all over, everywhere promoting it. We just need people to come out and believe in the vision and to help us get more instruments into the children's hands.
People love Richard Smallwood.
Absolutely.
But sometimes some people are kind of like me, and we'll be singing a song, and you say, Thera, whose song is that? And I'll be like, so throw out a couple of names of some of the songs that are popular songs with Richard.
Lord, I will lift mine eyes to the hills, knowing my help is coming from you. Total praise.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, how can you? Richard Smallwood has some of, oh my goodness, he is just.
He's awesome.
Everything Richard Smallwood does is fabulous. You know, he's one of my heroes.
And he understands your vision. He loves young people too.
Yes,
he wants to help you raise money for our youth.
That's why he's coming.
And that's why he's coming.
And coming from Washington, D.C., and some of the singers are flying in from California, and it's going to be a beautiful time. And they're doing a full concert for us here in Philadelphia. We are very honored to have such amazing, he's a Grammy Award winner. You know, my first gospel celebration, because, you know, since 2009, when the show started out at the Philadelphia Clef Club, by the way, they're doing beautiful work at the Clef Club for kids. Oh my God, they're amazing. But so this is my first big gospel celebration. I'm revisiting my roots. I've been away for a while doing jazz, but I decided to do something that was amazingly big.
So you're going to be on that stage too, a little birdie has told me.
Oh, absolutely.
Performing and singing your heart out.
I'm doing a tribute to my godfather who just passed away 2 months ago, Reverend Darrell Coley. I'm going to do some of his material. I'm going to cover a couple songs, and then I'm going to bring out I do a piece for marriage enrichment where I do a couple love songs for couples, because we need that in the Christian community. Some of that is lacking. So we want to do, you know, a few things, and then I've got Universal African Dance and Drum Ensemble. I've got some great talent coming up, some very young people who are so talented that you wouldn't believe. I'm bringing you the best and the brightest talent in this area.
So for a very reasonably priced ticket, people are going to get celebrity Richard Smallwood, celebrity Terrell Guy, and all the other talented people that you're going to put on this engagement. And the show starts at 2 o'clock, and it's probably about, what, a 2.5 hour show?
2 hours and 45 minutes. I don't try to keep you long. 2:45, you should be out of there. So we're going to open the doors at 1, come in, have a seat. You know, you should be out of there 4:45.
That's a
done.
blessing. That's a blessing. It's going to be a great, great day. We know it. We're speaking it into existence already. We want people to support what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And your program for the youth is not about kids from North Philly or kids from South Philly. It's not just about African-American children.
No, we want
it's children of all nationalities.
All nationalities. We want everybody to come in and be a part of it. Just log on to phillyspotlight.com. Come on, send us a message, you know, tell them you want to support. If you have an old instrument, look under your bed. I promise you. So many people donate that instrument. We will get it fixed up, and we will get into the hands of a child that really will love and appreciate it.
Last thing before we run out of time, for those who don't get to the internet very often and all of that, is there a phone number we can throw out to the universe?
Sure. Give us a call at 267 819-7317, 267-819-7317. And we will be happy to talk to you. We run a 24/7 operation, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us. We'll be happy to talk to you.
I love you so much.
I love you
thank God
too.
for bringing you in my life.
Absolutely.
And Isaiah
Thank you.
James.
Thank you.
Love you. We
He's
love
amazing.
you. We're going to do some great stuff together.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
All right,
Sister
Philadelphia, we got to get ready to wind it down and say goodbye until the fall. Yes, you will see some programs in instant replay, if you will, but this is our last official Fresh show until September. We'll be in reruns. And I want to thank LaSalle University. I can never forgive them, never say thank you enough to them. I can never forget them. I have to say thank you for the opportunity for allowing me to come and do cable TV programs here at LaSalle TV. We appreciate you. We love you so very much. I also want to say, if you're looking for stuff to do this summer, if you're low income, you don't have a lot of money, go to the city recreation centers, particularly the ones where there are pools. You can have so much fun. My grandson and I, we hung out at the rec center the last 2 summers in a row. He learned how to swim, and I taught him, and I don't even know how to swim, but how that happened, that's a miracle. But we have a lot of fun. Go to the rec centers, go down to Penn's Landing, just enjoy the water and enjoy the day. You can always go along Martin Luther King Drive and Kelly Drive. Enjoy looking out at the water there and just enjoying, again, the spirit of Philadelphia. There's a lot of festivals in the summertime, from O'Doon Day to Welcome America to a lot of other things. There are things to do and have fun that are low budget or absolutely 0 cents. Nothing but your time. So don't tell me you're bored this summer. Get out and explore the city of Philadelphia and enjoy. And whatever you do as you're going about your way and going about your day, talk to young people about the opportunities for higher education and tell them to come and check out LaSalle University. They've got the best programs here for degrees and Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Arts degrees and Master's degrees and more. So check out LaSalle University for your educational future. That's it for me. Gotta go. I'm out of here. Everybody have a great summer. Be safe. And remember, whatever you do, life is fragile. Handle it with prayer. Thank you for joining.